ultimate hobby. This is the building of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to create a beautiful centerpiece, to seek out new builders and young model makers, to boldly go where no model has gone before.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Model Frontier. If you're new to this channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a second of any of my great content. So here we are back on the bridge of the Enterprise after spending some time on the Titanic. So yes, the Model Frontier is now getting 2 models to do. So that's twice the model for your $1 here. Well, not that dollars are being requested or required, but you get the idea. So last time on the Model Frontier, for this model, we did quite a bit on issue 16. First of all, it was the halfway mark of the model, which was awesome, and what a lot of stuff we've done since we started this thing. We also started work on the bottom of the saucer section, which was totally crazy to do. It was awesome to see the top be done, and now we're starting on the bottom, so who knows, maybe we'll get the saucer section done sooner rather than later. We also began to, just put some little touches on the model here and there. We put on some stuff for the nacelle. We did a lot of work. So compared to the last couple of episodes, this episode's going to be pretty short actually, because there's not a lot to do, because we do have a lot to accomplish. But there's just not that much involved to do, really. Let's not waste any more time then, so we can get right on with this show and get started. Engage. Okay, so stage 63 will begin with our star drive section, and once again, just like before, we're going to add another pair of these support brackets. They're going to go into these 2 slots right here, and as before, they're going to be held in with a pair of BM screws. So as always, we're going to dip them into some oil to help guide them through. And there you go. Now those are in place. Now there is something that I didn't notice the last time that I just noticed while doing this. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there is a little tab right there that tells you, that matches up to some dips that are in the metal here. So that'll help line these up so that they're good and straight. They're on all 4 of them, so just make sure if you didn't do that on the first one, you go back and take a look and make sure they should all be facing forward. That is it for this piece, so now we're going to go get another deck panel to work on. So this is our panel. It is listed as L105. I don't know if I can get that to show clearly, but L105. As always, I've already put in our 1 escape pod cover, and then 2 clear windows and 3 dark windows. So now we have 3 of these to put in. The first one we're going to do is going to be this little odd shaped one here. And it is going... it goes on to this part. Only one way it's going to fit. And we can clearly see the lip here, so it's which is going to match this shape here. Somehow. So it's going to go in kind of like this, with the letters facing up and pointing forward. And that's going to get held in with an AM screw. Then we're going to take our other piece here, and it's going to do the same thing. It's just going to slot into place like that. There is a little dimple right here that you'll use to help guide you in. It may be a little difficult if you're doing the light bleed fix, but you'll feel it kind of slot in place. And once again, holding that one in with an AM screw. And now we're going to put this piece on. If we're looking at it this way, the R here, it's going to go this way. And again, that's going to be held in with, you guessed it, 2 AM screws. Now that we got that done, we're going to set that aside, and that is the end of stage 63. Okay, so stage 64, obviously this is the part you notice right away when you get this shipment, and obviously we can tell what we're looking at is our piece for the nacelles. So, take it out here. That's very impressive. It's a definite big part of it. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting 2 of these in. They're little tabs. They are push to fit. They can only go in one way. And it will be on this side of the part, the nacelle housing. You see we got them in there. That's all we're going to do for this for now. So let's put that aside, and now we need that part we were working on in stage 63. Okay, so the other part we have to put in on this stage is we're going to put in the phaser array into this piece. You get the phaser array with the nacelle part. It just goes right into that groove. Flip it over and then hold it in place with 2 CP screws. Now that the phaser array is in, that is it for that section, and that is all there is to do in stage 64. Okay, so here's our first part of stage 65. It's just another deck panel where we put in 10 dark windows and 7 clear windows. I've already done my light bleed fix. That's just a piece of tape from that on there. And they're of course glued in. So now they want us to flip it over, and we're going to take our reflector panel here. We're going to line it up, and they want us to hold it together only with one BP screw. They want us to put a BP screw right here. Alright, now that we got that screw in, they want us to go grab our saucer section and put this piece on. So go ahead and grab that, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so now that we got our saucer section, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these two strings of lights, and we're going to plug them into this PCB right here. 2 slots to plug it into. Alright, now that we got those plugged in, these two, they do want to run under this and over this one, so we got those in the right position. This one, they want the green one to run like under here. Yeah, they want you to go under this one. And up and out with the green. And the red one, they want you to just kind of leave. They want you to actually run it under here. But just like before, first thing we're going to do, we're going to take that piece we were just working on. We're going to put the lights in it. The green and the yellow going on this side. Red and black going over here. And then we're going to secure that down with 2 more BP screws. Okay, now next, we're going to take this light, it's going to go right in here. Don't worry about fixing it in place because we're going to take care of that right now. You need this piece from stage 63, just like we did before. There is a lip. You're going to feed this into it. And that'll hold your one light down. And we can fit this into place. Should flush with this. Make sure we don't pinch any wires down here. Once you get it in place, you're going to hold it down with 3 FM screws. that. Turn on our lights. We got light in this section now. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So this is the start of stage 66, and it requires this piece here, which they're calling a lateral phaser array, and 2 springs. So it just should kind of bring you back some memories of what we were doing back in the Cobra Neck. And they want you to put them in like this. Then they want you to bring over this piece and kind of slot it into place in there. Be mindful of where your springs are. The L, you'll notice, is pointing on the downslope. It should go there. And now we're going to get our nacelle support, our nacelle frame, and put this piece on. Okay, so this next part is going to be fiddly as all hell, because we're going to be putting this piece, oops, and see I dropped a spring. There is really no good way of doing this. You got to get the springs to go over these holes here. The spring should come out like that. And then you're going to get the inner bracket from your last kit, from your last stage, and you're going to put it over here. They should fit together. They should come together nice and tight like that. Oh, you'll feel it snap into place, and now we're going to hold it together with 2 BP screws. Now, if we did that right, your phaser array should just have some give to it. And now we need 2 more BP screws to hold together to put in the other side, the outer side of the hull of this piece. And now the last thing they're asking us to do is they're asking us to take these pieces here and use them to cover the screw holes on this part. Just like with the Cobra Neck, these are just push to fit. There you go. That's all for that piece. Now we need to get our other deck panel, and we're going to add some reflectors to that. So now we got a reflector or our deck panel from this section. Again, 1 escape pod cover, 2 clear windows, and 3 dark windows go into it. And just like before, we've got some pieces to put in here. Some panels that are some cover panels that are going to cover up some stuff here. All of these will be using the AM screws. First we're going to do this guy, and just like before, we're going to do the same thing and put it into there and screw it down. Next we got this panel, same thing as before. Put it on the little nub they got right there. And another AM screw to hold that one down. Then once you got that in place, you got this piece to do. We're going to put it in like this. The L facing this direction. And again, 2 AM screws to hold that in place. So the last part of this stage is we have yet another phaser array to put in. We should be a damp hand at this by now. We get our 2 CP screws for this. Then as always, we're going to put our phaser array piece on there and screw it in with our CP screws. And with that done, that is all there is to do in this stage, and that is all there is to do in this shipment. See what I mean? This issue wasn't that long at all, so but we did get to do a lot. We're starting on the nacelle bracket. We've added some more to the saucer section, to the bottom of the saucer section, and we've added another support to our battle section. Who knows how much more we got left to do on that? And who knows when we're going to get the next parts of that, but I know I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure you are too. Thank you so much for watching. We got much more to do on the Model Frontier, and I hope you've enjoyed your time here. Please check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time on the Model Frontier.